It's June 21, paper 1-2, question number 10. Solve the equation sine alpha cosec square alpha plus cos alpha sec square alpha equals to 0 for minus pi till alpha till pi, where alpha is in radian. Alright. So first thing, we are going to apply the identity of cosec square. So it's sine alpha, and cosec square is basically 1 upon sine square alpha plus cos alpha, and sec square is 1 upon cos square alpha equals to 0. You can simplify here. So sine alpha and sine power 2 cancel, cos alpha and its power 2 cancel. So the leftover part we have, it's 1 upon sine alpha plus 1 upon cos alpha is equals to 0. If we take LCM here, so that will be cos alpha plus sine alpha divided by sine alpha cos alpha equals to 0. You can shift the denominator to the right side, so when it multiplies with 0 leads to 0. So we have sine alpha plus cos alpha equals to 0. When I shift cos on the right side, so it will be sine alpha equals to minus cos alpha, and I can say that it's sine alpha divided by cos alpha equals to -1. Sine upon cos basically equals to tan alpha, which is equals to -1. Alright. Before proceeding further, make sure that your calculators are in radian mode. That is very important. So now we have the negative value of 10. So negative value of 10 indicates that theta lies either in the second quadrant or in the fourth quadrant, because 10 is negative. Now we need to find out the value of alpha here. So that will be equals to base angle, right? So alpha is already occupied, so I will consider the base angle with beta. So beta is equals to tan inverse of 1. Now the value of beta or your base angle is pi over 4 radian. Alright. So we know that we need to travel in second or fourth quadrant, but the range of the question is not same. It says in the question that it's from minus pi and then till positive pi. That means we need to travel in the for clockwise direction, because we have a negative sign on the angle, right? So if we consider about the positive side first for the counterclockwise, so either we need to go in the second quadrant, right? That is the second quadrant, and it is for your positive range, right? So the theta we have in the second quadrant is this one. That is your theta that we are looking for, and the base angle, the beta we had find out in this question, it's pi over 4. So in terms of pi, 180 degree is basically pi, right? So it will be pi minus pi over 4. When you take LCM, you will get 3 pi over 4. So that is your first value of beta, right? First value of your angle when we have in the positive direction, right? For the negative direction in the fourth quadrant, again the value of your base angle beta is same, that is pi over 4. But now we need to move in the fourth quadrant in a clockwise direction. So that means now we are moving in the negative pi by 4. Alright, so now the value of your theta is equals to minus pi over 4 only. Alright, so the final values of your angle alpha, the first value we had find out, it's 3 pi over 4 for the positive side, and then minus pi over 4 for the negative side, and that is your answer. Part B, it says that show that cos theta divided by 1 minus sine theta plus 1 minus sine theta divided by cos theta equals to 2 sec theta. So first thing, I'm going to take LCM here. So LCM is 1 minus sine theta into cos theta. So in the numerator it will be cos square theta plus 1 minus sine theta times 2, and or you can say it's a square, right? Either you can multiply it with 1 minus sine theta, or you can apply the square on it. Now we need to expand the bracket here, so it's cos square theta plus a square minus 2ab plus b square divided by 1 minus sine theta into cos theta. Alright, so we have cos square theta plus sine square theta. These two, when you apply the identity here, so that is equals to 1 plus 1 minus 2 sine theta as it is, and divided by 1 minus sine theta times cos theta, right? So in the numerator you got 2 minus 2 sine theta divided by 1 minus sine theta times cos theta. In the numerator you can take 2 as a common, and inside the bracket it's 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 minus sine theta times cos theta. Right now we can eliminate. So 1 minus sine theta and 1 minus sine theta cancels. The leftover part we have 2 over cos theta, which is equals to 2 sec theta, and we need to show the same value. Alright, for second part it's cos 3 psi divided by 1 minus 3 psi plus 1 minus 3 psi divided by cos 3 psi equals to 4. If you compare your equation with this one, so that is totally same, right? So in fact, instead of theta, now we need to apply just psi here. So this whole expression, this whole equation should be equals to 2 sec, and the angle is 3 psi here, so I'm applying the same, and it equals to 4. 2 is multiplying when you shift 2 on the right side, so it will be sec 3 psi equals to 4 upon 2. Sec is the reversal of cos, so we can say that cos 3 psi equals to 1 divided by 2. Make sure that your calculators are in degree mode because the interval is in degrees. So now you can find out the alpha here. So alpha is equals to cos inverse of 1 upon 2. So alpha equals to 60 degree. The value of cos is positive, that means theta lies either in the first or in the fourth quadrant. Alright, but the range will be changed because when you have psi only, so the interval is from 0 to 180, but when you have 3 psi, so you need to multiply the lowest and the highest value. So the lowest will be same, but the highest is 180 times 3, and that is equals to 540. So that is your interval. 540 indicates that now we need to revolve second time as well, because when you revolve the first time you cover the angle 360, right? So now you need to travel more than 360. That means we need to go in the second quadrant as well, on in the second turn. So when the theta turns first time, and we need to go in the first or the fourth quadrant, so theta is equals to, in the first quadrant it's 60, in the fourth quadrant it's 300, right? But for the second turn, theta is equals to 180, not 180, in fact 360. After 360 it will be 360 plus this angle here in the first quadrant only, because we are going either in the first or in the fourth. So for the second turn we are moving in the first quadrant only, so it's 360 plus 60. So the final values for theta we have is 60, 300 and 420. Alright, for our case theta is basically equals to 3 psi, and now we need to apply the value, find out the value of psi here. So to find out the value of psi, we need to divide 3 with all three angles here. So that will be equals to psi equals to 60 upon 3, it's 20, 300 upon 3, it's 100, and 420 divided by 3, it's 140, and that is your answer.